Coach, it just didn't seem like the happiest of mood right there. Just what's kind of the feeling not getting a top 16 seed?
No feeling whatsoever. I think we talked about this with some folks before, but the guys just take it one day at a time, one game at a time. And one of the beauties is they love to play. So they're excited to definitely be playing another game. Where, when, anything like that, it really doesn't matter. But the good news is they're going to get to practice again today. So we'll get some treatments. We're going to get a practice together, and then we'll organize the game plan. Mike Siebold, Phil Woods, Will Lukowski, they're going to put a great game plan together and get us prepared very, very well for this game. And we've got Denver, so that's all we got. And I think this is the kind of team that you're going to see all the time. And that's a good thing with the team now, because they're not too high, they're not too low, and they're just on it.
So no anger at all towards that?
No.
Did you think you deserved it there?
A bunch of suits in Indianapolis determine this crap, not us. We play games, and that's what we like to do. So we're going to play games, and if we get a chance to play, it's a great day. So we're excited. We'll go anywhere, anytime to play.
What was the initial mood after the loss? Well, tie with the PKs.
Yeah, it was weird because it was tough. We gave up a late goal, and you know, that was painful because that's something we prided. We wanted to see if we could shut it down, and we didn't. Got away from us. The kids did a great job of regrouping. You know, we went through the overtimes and this and that. And the penalties, boy, it got weird with both teams, to be honest. I'm not sure who was looking to win it sometimes in the end, but it just happened. But, you know, the guys finished strong with a 17-0-1 record, and that's history. There's nothing like a 9-hour bus ride. It cures everything. So, hey, we're back at school, we're here, and it looks like we're playing at home. So it's a great day today.
What do you think Loyola showed you guys that you can learn off of now as you head into NCAA?
Boy, you know, we've played them 3 times, and they match up with us real well. They got a great midfield. They possessed, speedy, dangerous in the attack. They're a very good team. They deserve to be in the NCAA tournament regardless of yesterday's outcome. I've really felt strongly that way, that the Valley had 2 good teams that were ready to go in. But yeah, we're going to see some stuff. We're going to still break down. The coaches have been working on some prep. We'll break down some film with our last game, and then we'll start jumping on Denver.
Have you guys ever hosted before? NCAA tournament?
No.
Nope.
This is a first.
Yeah.
Good question, Wyatt.
How does that feel then, at least?
Fun. We like playing at home, so this is good. So we want to have as many folks out as we can, see if we can get a good crowd, and we'll have some details when the game will be and all that stuff. So, you know, it's exciting. It's great to be back here. We've been on the road the last couple of weekends, so it'll be really good. You know, we were up in Des Moines, then in Chicago for 5 days, so it's good to get back home, and I think the guys will get settled back into school, and we'll gear up for Thursday.
So you don't think that something like that, like not getting, I'm just stuck on the 16 seed because you guys are 0-1 this season. Do the guys feel disrespected at all? I know you guys don't take away from what you've done.
Yeah, you know, without talking to the guys, because they just saw it too. So, yeah. I mean, it is the first time we saw it, but our task is we play Denver, and it doesn't matter. We're not going to change anything, you know, and whatever those brains were that puts us together, you know, that's what they did. And, you know, we all see it. We see it in all kinds of sports. We see it with basketball and the football selections, and this is what it is. And, you know, teams need to play each other. That's the best way to find out who's the best. So now we got a field, and if you're good, you move through, and if you're home, away, whatever, overcome it, take care of it, and it's in our control right now. So we got Denver on Thursday, and we're pumped.
We all kind of felt like this was coming, right? You guys were going to make the tournament, even if you didn't win the Valley, but still to actually be able to see the name up there and now know it's official. What's the feeling with you and the rest of the team?
I mean, it's awesome. I think it's the first time since maybe '09 that this program has been back to the NCAA tournament, and not only are we back, but we're hosting a game on Thursday, so guys are excited. We've had to earn that this year, 1 game at a time, 1 day at a time, 1 play at a time.
That's a first, hosting. Coach Leamy just told us that for this program. How does it feel to be part of the group that kind of is able to set that and make that a little bit of history?
Oh, I didn't even know that, but it's just, it'll be something I think maybe 5-10 years you'll look back on and reflect, and right now we're just going to try and train and watch film and get ready to play Denver on Thursday.
This whole year you guys have been undefeated, but maybe not gotten as much recognition as you would hope. Do you think that is giving you more motivation, especially now that you did not get a national seed?
Yeah, in a way, I think guys will feel up to, like, you know, we got to, you know, prove them wrong. But at the end of the day, you're excited to be back in the NCAA tournament, and we're going to just keep doing what we've been doing all year, and that's preparing to play 1 game at a time and trying to win 1 game at a time.
You guys have played a bunch of really close matches here towards the end of the year. all of them coming out in your favor until yesterday. How do you try and reset from that and now get ready for an even bigger game coming up?
Yeah, I would say that it's even, you're winning close matches and you're trying not to get too high because you know that you've got another one coming up. And I think it's the same thing. You lose in a tough penalty shootout, conceding in the last minute and a half, and so you want to look at it and adjust and tweak a couple things, but not get too low because I think it still goes down as a tie and on our official record and stuff. And penalties is always a tough situation for either team.
So you guys are still undefeated, right? It was just a tie?
Yeah, it goes down as a tie.
That's what it says on the record.
Yeah.
17-0-1.
Officially.
So what was the kind of what was the feeling right there when you heard your name? It just seemed like little light claps, and it just seemed a little quieter than some of the ones we've covered in the past.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously, I don't know if guys really know always how to react to, I've never been here before, so it's been the same. We knew we were going to have another game. We just wanted to figure out against who, and I think we'll be probably more excited if we can take care of Denver on Thursday. That'll be more than a couple little claps, hopefully.
Kind of take us through the emotions of you sitting here, you find out, now it's official, and now you guys know NCAA tournament time.
Yeah, I think all the boys are very excited. I mean, on a personal note, my senior year, I didn't want it to end the way it did on Sunday, so yesterday. And yeah, I'm just buzzing. We get the home game, get a big crowd out. Our last home game against Loyola, we got a record, I think, 1,064 fans. So hopefully we get similar numbers for this. And yeah, the whole community come out to support, and we just do what we've been doing all season.
You scored 14 goals now, including yesterday's tally, and pretty much all of them came in the second half of the year on that streak. What clicked for you kind of there in the middle of the season?
I think where I transferred in from D2, just getting used to the level, like the physicality, the pace of it a little bit, the system, and then it all just came together. I was speaking to my other strike partner, Josh Dollin, who did really well this season as well, and we sort of just worked out what we needed to do. I had conversations with Coach Bolt, Coach Leamy, and yeah, it just came together. And it was confidence as well. Once I got one, the second came, third came, and went all the way to 14, thankfully for me, and yeah, thankfully for the team too.
Sure.
Do you guys feel like you're not getting the respect that you deserve at this point?
I mean, it's a hard one because obviously we're the only team who's undefeated this season, because obviously Sunday goes down as a draw. But we can't really dwell in the past. I mean, in an ideal world, we would have got that first round bye and played the second round at home, but it's just one more game to play, and hopefully we do the business and then off to Florida.
You guys have played all different kinds of games this season, including now a PK shootout loss. How do you think that's going to help you in the NCAAs?
I think it will make us almost more mature going into the games, because we've won a variety of ways. We've won in overtime, we've won in regular time, we've scored in the first 14 seconds, we scored in the last second, so it's sort of like we know that we've got to play to the end. And I think Sunday was a real wake-up call as well, because it was the first time we've conceded right at the end of a game, so it shows that we can't take our foot off the boil. We've been doing well, but teams, especially going into now, it's tournament football, it's not about how you play, it's about getting the result, and so we've just got to make sure that teams aren't gonna just roll over, and we've got to make sure that we stay strong right until the end.
How do you get, every time we talk to you, it's that one game at a time thing. Yeah. You're gonna, even with this, you're just like, oh, they did what they did, we're gonna go play anyways. How are you able to keep having that?
It's just the mentality installed from us from above, really. Coach Bolt, Coach Leamy get into us, we can't focus on the future because you can't control that. You can only control what happens in the present, and so we've just got to make sure that as a team, we stay focused, we stay grounded, and we don't look too far into the future, and we just control what we control, and that is Thursday's game against Denver.